Krishnamurti, in dialogue with Dr. Alan W. Anderson. J. Krishnamurti was born in South India and educated in England. For the past 40 years, he has been speaking in the United States, Europe, India, Australia, and other parts of the world. From the outset of his life's work, he repudiated all connections with organized religions and ideologies and said that his only concern was to set men absolutely, unconditionally free. He is the author of many books, among them The Awakening of Intelligence, The Urgency of Change, Freedom from the Known, and The Flight of the Eagle. This is one of a series of dialogues between Krishnamurti and Dr. Alan W. Anderson, who is professor of religious studies at San Diego State University, where he teaches Indian and Chinese scriptures and the oracular tradition. Dr. Anderson, a published poet, received his degree from Columbia University and the Union Theological Seminary. He has been honored with a Distinguished Teaching Award from the California State Universities.
Mr. Krishnamurti, when we were speaking last time, it seemed to me that we had together reached the point where you were about to discuss order, converse about order, and I thought perhaps we could begin with that today, if that's agreeable with you.
I think we were talking about freedom, responsibility, and relationship. And before we go any further, we thought we'd talk over together this question of order. What is order in freedom? As one observes all over the world, there is such extraordinary disorder.
Oh, yes.
Outwardly and inwardly. One wonders why there is such disorder. You go to India and you see the streets filled with people, bursting with population. And you see also so many sects, so many gurus, so many teachers, so many contradictory lives, such misery. And you come to Europe, there is little more order, but you see when you penetrate the superficial order, there is equal disorder. And you come to this country, and you know what it is like better than I do, there is complete disorder. You may drive very carefully, but go behind the facade of so-called order and you see chaos. Mm-hmm. Not only in personal relationship, but sexually, morally, and there's so much corruption. All governments are corrupt, some more, some less. But this whole phenomenon of disorder, how has it come about? Is it the fault of the religions that have said, do this and don't do that? And now they are revolting against all that.
Yes, yes.
Is it governments are so corrupt that nobody has any trust in governments? Is it there is such corruption in business, nobody wants to look at it even. Any intelligent man, any man who is really serious, and you look at family life, there is such disorder. Mm-hmm. So taking the whole phenomenon of disorder, why is there such disorder? What has brought it about?
Doesn't it appear that there's a sort of necessary almost built-in progression in terms of the way we mentioned necessity earlier. Once order so conceived is superimposed upon an existing situation, not only does it not effect what is hoped for, but it creates a new situation,
of course,
which we think requires a new approach.
Of course.
And the new approach is still the superimposition.
Like the communists are doing in Russia and China, they have imposed order, what they call order, on a disordered mind.
Yes.
And therefore there is a revolt, there is. So looking at all this, it's very interesting, looking at all this phenomenon of disorder. What is order then? Is order something imposed? Order, as in the military, on the soldier, imposed order? A discipline which is a conformity, suppression, imitation? Is order conformity?
Not in the sense if it's artificially imposed, yes.
In any sense. If I conform to an order, I am creating disorder.
Yes, yes, I understand what you mean. In our use of the word conform, we sometimes mean by it a natural relation between the nature of a thing and the activities that are proper to it or belong to it. But then that use of the word conform is not the use that is usual and the one that we are concerned in here.
No.
Yes.
No. So is order conformity? Is order imitation? Is order acceptance, obedience? Or because we have conformed, because we have obeyed, because we have accepted, we have created disorder? Because discipline, in the ordinary accepted sense of that word, is to conform.
Yes, we say in English, don't we, to someone who appears to be undisciplined, or who in fact is undisciplined, we say straighten up.
Straighten up, yes, yes.
The images that we use to refer to that correction are always rigid, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So that